No need to ask, he's a smooth operator. Smooth operator. Smooth
Welcome back, Smooth and Crypto. I'm your host, Maxwell Smooth. Today we're talking about the next sleeper in the TitanX ecosystem. And in my opinion, it is Hyper. Hyper has been chugging along. We are almost 1 year in since Hyper has released. Hyper is a mining protocol that also has projects built on top of it, like Matrix. And one thing that's really, really cool to see is the growth of these protocols. And over time, Hyper has paid out a ton of people, and a lot of people made profits. The miners go profitable, non-profitable. In the past few little while was not profitable time. So one thing we haven't had is people going into the miners, but as a result of that is no inflation on Hyper, and I think that is very, very bullish. And we're going to get into the Dune Analytics just to go over exactly what I mean by that. So, like I said, we're a little bit over, we're almost to 1 year into the protocol. And overall, a lot of people have been in, a lot of miners started ETH to use the miners. But this is one thing I want to show you, right? So, we're right here. We have 1.7 billion coming out today. Tomorrow, we have 72 billion hyper tokens hitting the market, and we virtually have nothing after that. And let's just go to the 30-day or the next 90-day. So we have tomorrow and then nothing for 90 days, basically. I mean, minuscule stuff, millions, right? And this is so bullish. We've seen with TitanX full max miners coming out, we saw a boost, a bump from the bottom. So I'm not saying that that's going to happen, but it's something to look at. And, Hyper has the ability to do that as well. We have a massive buy and burn on Hyper. $1.8 million in the buy and burn in Hyper. So every 180 minutes, 5.3 billion TitanX is used to buy Hyper, roughly 1.8K. That's a lot of money, in my opinion. 1.8 million is a ton of backing. And, it's just a future, allotment of money towards the protocol that can only be used to buy and burn Hyper. But we also in Hyper have 300,000 in the 369 payout and almost 80,000 in the 98-day payout. So we're sitting on roughly $2 million sitting in Hyper, only used to boost Hyper, right? This is payouts for the Hyper payouts, the people staking, and the buy and burn is for solely buying and burning Hyper. So that's really healthy, in my opinion. And I'm really looking forward to seeing what exactly Hyper does after tomorrow's big inflation day. Because it takes time for these ROIs to get back to a profitable amount. But when they do go profitable, people are going to get profit if they can get profit. And we have a ton of backing and money in the system for people to say, like, if the price goes up and it's profitable, like, I'm going to speculate on future price. And I'm really excited to see what Hyper did and is doing. And one thing we also have is to show is Matrix. Matrix is the project built on Hyper, and in my opinion, been super successful. We had almost 1.5 trillion TitanX go into Matrix, and we're sitting, 20K in the buy and burn of Hyper, right? So all of that is using to the buy and burn for the patience pool, and also the straight up buy and burn with TitanX. So it's really sweet how they have that combo of patience pool, waiting, be invested, and the longer you're invested, the better payouts you get. But then also they have the buy and burn. So tons of action always happening in the ecosystem. Matrix has had a nice little bottom and growth. And, just pull up the graph real quick. right? That is healthy. We bottomed um, late December, and we've just been slowly growing. And one thing I've seen is when the ecosystem starts ripping, this matrix starts ripping as well. And I really think it's due to the fact that not a lot of people are utilizing Hyper. I mean, I think it's the only one, in my opinion. I know other projects, Turbo as well. I know other projects in the ecosystem have LP webs that all have, a LP with Hyper, but overall, that Turbo and Matrix are the only ones that are built on Hyper. And I really think that Hyper is a sleeper, in my opinion. And we have a lot of non inflation coming out in the future and just showing you, right? Big day tomorrow, and that's it. So, yeah, I'm really excited to see where Hyper goes. Hyper is one of those projects that have been here for a very long time, and I think it's pretty slept on. And looking forward to exactly how it goes in the future, especially with no inflation. So let me know what you guys think. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe. Most importantly, share Smooth in Crypto. Peace.
No need to ask, he's a smooth operator.